2 seconds.
Catch those like zoom ins.
My name is Joshua Leon Ferris, and I'm a Carney here at Crescent City Amusements. I'm doing a film or a documentary for the film called Carney.
All right, what's your name?
Carnival.
Right. All right. How long have you been in it? I see that you're teaching him certain little tricks of the trade and whatnot. How long have you been in the game of being a Carney?
Well, I started last year around June, and ever since I've been following him around.
My name is Smitty. I'm from Minnesota. I've been doing this for almost, I've actually been doing it since I was 9 years old. I'm 55 now. I've been doing it for like 46 years.
You got in it in Minnesota?
Yeah. I wasn't born in this. I wasn't raised in it.
You didn't have family members or anything?
Yeah. I just kind of grew into it.
Yeah. What is the first game that you took over? What was the first ride or game?
Well, for a while when I first started was on the ride jock, setting up rides down. Right. After you get
like a ride roadie.
Yeah, basically, you know, like setting up the wheel or the camping ride, any kind of ride there was. But after I got old, you get old after a while. Fell off a few trailers and stuff.
My name's Scott Hutchinson, and I'm filming a documentary called Carnival.
All right, so how long have you been doing this?
This is my 37th year.
You don't have to worry about the mic, right? You're gonna catch everything, so I got it set.
Yeah, it's my 37th year. I've been traveling for 37 years.
Where are you from originally?
Originally, I'm from New Hampshire.
So, what was the first ride? Like, how did you get into it?
I was 16 years old, and we had a county fair that came to my town, and I just turned around and went out one day and asked if they need any help. So I worked summers until I was 18, and I worked on what was called the skydiving. It's a wheel, and it's what you set inside a car, and you got a steering wheel in it. More of a thrill ride than a Ferris wheel.
Hi, my name is Terry D, and this is a documentary of Carnies.
All right. How long have you been doing this?
I've been doing it for 9 years.
9 years?
Yes, sir.
Where are you originally from?
Houston, Texas.
And what got you into this?
A friend of mine I met on the road, and he told me about a show, and I started 9 years ago working on a ride, and I went from a ride to a food ride, and now I do food, games, and ticket boxes.
Hi, my name is Rodney Henning. It's a film documentary of Carnies.
All right. So, how long have you been doing this?
25 years.
What got you into this?
I went to a windshield and automobile accident. Doctor wouldn't release me to go back to work.
And you decided to do this?
So I had to work.
Yeah.
My name is Stephen Osborne. I'm doing a documentary for the Carney interview.
All right. How long have you been doing this?
About 23 years now.
23 years? Where are you originally from?
Alexandria, Louisiana.
Yeah, you're kind of a local boy.
Oh, yeah.
And what got you into this?
Kind of changed my pace, really. Once I got out of high school, I wasn't really college material, so here I am.
Strange story, I was just going through the carnival like any one of these guys one day, and a carnival worker called out and he said, "Hey, do you want to help me out? I need somebody to help me tear down." I said, "Sure, no problem." So I helped him out, he walked away, and I did the rest of the stuff while he was gone, and the boss seen me. He said, "Tell that kid to pack his bags, I want him on the road."
So 46 years you've been doing this. And it's constant? It's like 24 hours of, I mean, obviously it's like all week, or is it, you take like
every weekend.
Is it like a tour? You know what I mean? Like a band that does a tour.
Exactly.
Do you take a time off, you know, or it's been 46 years constant?
About we get like 4 months out of the year.
Okay.
And we usually start jump like sometime around February and we go until like at least till November.
What's your favorite ride to run? I've always had a thing for wheels. I mean, I've moved everywhere from a 4-trailer giant wheel made by Chance, which is in Wichita, Kansas, to an actual little kiddie wheel. It takes like 10 minutes to set it up. I really like the wheel.
We travel all the way up to Minnesota from Texas. We go to Tulsa, Oklahoma, Iowa, Louisiana, Texas, and we end up being up in Minnesota for 7, 8 months. And I enjoy it. I mean, some of the things I've seen, some of the people I've been with, I never imagined, people that I work with. And I think it's wild just because of that.
So I've heard from a lot of the Carnies that it's kind of a community. They'll all kind of stay in like a pack.
Well, yeah, I mean, we travel 9 months out of the year. We work every day, 9 months. I mean, you gotta stay tight, you know what I mean? You're with each other every day.
You got friends in this?
Oh yeah, I have friends all over the United States doing it.
What's your favorite town or state you've been to?
I like home. I like Louisiana. I mean, I'm all over. I've been around, I don't know, probably 35 states in the United States doing this stuff. So I like good old Louisiana. I'd rather come back home.
You ever cut kids deals? You ever like let them win? Or like, hey, come on, you're like a sweet kid.
Of course, you gotta do it every once in a while, but you can't do it too much, otherwise, you can't ever make any profit.
I love to travel, but I also like, seeing kids smile. I've always had the belief that if I've made one kid smile in a day, I've done my job right.
That's good shit. That's definitely making the doc.
That's pretty much my thing.
So
I get one smile out of somebody, I'm good.
Now you let kids get in free sometimes. You hook them up.
Oh yeah.
Like, tell me a little story about something sweet.
When I see little kids under 3 years old, 5 years old, I feel sorry for them sometimes, and I let them go. I know I'm not supposed to, but I do.
Give them the hookup.
Yes, sir.
What like, you ever give kids deals? You ever just like hook them up? You ever see like sad face and just give them the prize anyway?
Well, our show, show I'm on, they have specials all the time for, we do food drives and, we do all sorts of stuff for military days. And we do all sorts of helping people out. We always help. I always help somebody out. If somebody's in need, I'm not going to say no. You know what I mean? You give people deals. You see a parent with 6 or 7 kids, they only have so many tickets. You're going to take them and let them ride. You know what I mean? Nowadays, it's a family show. Back, this ain't the 50s. You know what I mean? Back then, it was all about gangsters and, making money and whatever. But now, the carnival industry actually is a family show industry. Trying to. There is some ragbag shows out there, but the majority, 98% are family shows.
You've done all the rides? You've done pretty much everything?
Yeah, I kind of float around. Games, rides, whatever they need, food.
You're part of this community of Carnies, this crew?
Yeah.
What's your favorite ride? Or thing that you can run, everything?
Probably a Starship. Or Gravitron, whatever y'all want to call it.
I'd have to say my favorite ride is Himalaya.
Which one?
It's called the Himalaya.
What happened?
It's a music ride. Both ways, one way. So built on under a top. Got a DJ, plays music.
The favorite one is the Ferris wheel.
Like the Ferris wheel?
Yeah.
What's your favorite one to run? What's your favorite
The
thing?
merry-go-round.
Merry-go-round? Do it again.
just started about 2 weeks ago.
You like it?
Not really, but it's a job.
Right? It's kind of grueling. You're gonna become a carny. I mean, look around at other carnies, and you're gonna see what.
I'm not saying I'm gonna be in it the whole
future.
time. No, I'm saying my future.
You like it though? I mean, 2 weeks and you're already like not liking it.
I like it a little bit. It's just I'd rather be making more money somewhere else.
Yeah, yeah. It's fun though. You make kids happy. Like I said, you're like touring rock stars. You're like,
Right. You playing now?
Well, like one time we was playing over in Texarkana. I was doing a color wheel for another guy before I get over here. And I had this 4-year-old girl. And the color wheel that we had 48 colors. We were talking about brown, black, ebony, all that kind of stuff. And she wanted to put it for a little unicorn that was on the back wall of our gate. I said, well, first you gotta do, you gotta build the golf set ground up. Try to put the small stuff, work out the big. And then basically that kind of helped her along. Well, after she got to the back wall, first I gave her a little pink dog like this. And what it was, I asked her, what do you want off the back wall? She said, I want that pink unicorn. I gave her a pink unicorn. Got her back with her mom and dad. Oh, I'm here with my family. Mom, dad, all this kind of stuff. And then she goes, this is really hard touching. But the funny part was, before she left, she goes, I want that dog. Well, I thought she wanted to leave you a little baby little Rottweiler. Right. I said, Rottweiler, real for you. And when I want the pink, I said, pink? Yeah. Well, like I said, her mom, her grandma came up to me and goes, you gotta watch it, you know, kind of lady. I said, yeah, I can see that coming. So anyways, I said, is this the one you want? She goes, yeah, that's the big dog I want. Hey, why do you want that? I gave it to you. Yeah, what really got me is that he really loved me that much to give me that big dog. So I mean, you got me right here.
she conned the carny.
Yeah, she got me.
All right.
For a little 4-year-old, I couldn't resist it.
In one of the rides that I was booked in with the show, they didn't pin a certain ride, and I can't say because my boss asked me not to. And one of the kids got hurt, and they got rushed to the hospital because the whole seat came off. And nobody got killed, but they got hurt. And one of the worstest things that I seen is one of the Carnies got killed driving down to Missouri to go get a slide, and find out he didn't have a license, and he was doing over 90 miles per hour and lost it and killed himself and his girlfriend.
That's sad. That's sad.
You know, so I've seen a lot of good things and a lot of bad things.
Seen a boy get cut in two on a ride on the Tilt-A-Whirl in Dallas, Texas. Wasn't nothing you could do for him but just cover him up till the paramedics got there. And it was, I mean, just cut slapping two at the waist. It just wasn't nothing you can do for a man, but, you know, put some blankets on him.
Any other injury stories like that?
You see people get their head busted open, dropping hammers and wrenches and stuff like that, but actually, that's probably about the worst thing I've seen on them.
Oh yeah, I've had friends run over by trucks. I've had some friends playing near a pier or something, jump in the water and undertow take. I've seen people fall in the middle of a Ferris wheel. I've seen some deaths, overdoses back in the day, way back in the day. You lose a lot of friends here and there, anywhere, But it's a little tougher when you're out here and you lose somebody. Like I got a friend of mine now who's in the hospital fighting cancer. And it's tough, Used to being out here every day, now he's not. It's tough. Oh yeah, it's tough.
Yeah, I've actually seen people killed on this equipment. People don't realize that, these rides are for enjoyment, but as an operator, they can hurt you. I've seen guys get hit by seats. zipper, which is way down on the other end. I've seen a guy hit by one of the seats. I saw a guy, the whole side of his face got taken off by a Skymaster. To look at them as a public, they're fun, they're lights, they're blinking and everything, but to us, they're machinery. They will hurt you. This is all steel. It's not plastic.
Have you seen any other fellow Carnies get damaged by a ride?
That's who it was. I mean, we've had, people have, like heart attacks and, hurt fingers and everything. I mean, other than the normal, just every day, slipping on the back or something like that. Nobody ever really, severely hurt.
Have you ever found anything strange?
As in,
Just
like,
things
on the
maybe
ride?
people's dropped or
Oh yeah, we found
obviously fun.
tons of money. Lighters, keys, phones, drugs. Yeah, I mean, tampons and all out of women's purses.
Now, the Carnies community,
We're family. The Carnival community, all of us out here, we're all considered family. We moved as a cohesive unit. We work together, we live together, we eat together, we sleep, in the same area. We mostly have our own rooms and stuff like that, but we're always around each other. And we're always, that's what makes it out here is we're a family. We're with each other. We look out for each other. If somebody doesn't have any money and they're thirsty, we'll bring them something. If somebody doesn't have any money and they're hungry, we'll bring them something to eat. Him and I, we're practically brothers. I mean, we look out for each other all the time.
Tell me some wild women's stories, wild brides women may have got you in.
Oh, that bribed me with everything. Gold, clothes, motels, yeah. Back in the old days, yeah. Nowadays,
Now, I've heard that sometimes people get into being a carny trying to disappear, trying to get away from things.
Oh yeah. There's a lot of people that I'd say, that do that, but nowadays it's a lot harder because a lot of these fairs do background. I mean, like me, I'm a CDL driver, so through DOT federal organization. Back in the day, yeah, people disappeared.
Where are you from?
Detroit.
From Detroit?
Yeah.
And where do you live now? Detroit?
3 months out of the year.
All right. What's some wild things you've seen in 20-something years of doing this?
Daytona Beach, Florida. I was down there for bike week, and an older man comes up to me, an old biker comes up to me, he says, "Sir, how many people can ride this ride?" I said, "Anywhere from 44 to 46 people, depends on the size." And he said, "Well, I got 46 ladies that want to get naked on here." I said, "Oh, really?" I said, "That's 4 tickets a person." So I just thought he was kind of joking. So he comes back about 30 minutes later, and here they all come. So we start running. Next thing you know, some tops come off, bottoms come off. It goes from a 2-minute ride to a 6-minute ride. So
You should have it going.
it's just kind of wild, but you see stuff like that.
And I was running to bring about old people. And we had one ride at the end of the car. It's like a pendulum, and the whole thing just kind of turned. So one day I'm just leaning against the counter like this, all of a sudden a $50 bill comes floating in the gun. $50 bill, picked it up. You were dancing while it was. Somebody up on the ride was losing money. About 5 minutes after I found the $50
What's the craziest bribes you got?
Well, I can't say it on the air, but
You can say it. This ain't no kid documentary.
I put it like this. I had one that was pregnant that took some Vicodin after we had sex, and she came out and said that was okay for the baby. And it was me and a friend of mine gang banged her.
Yes.
And I'm like, it was awesome. I enjoyed it.
She got free rides.
Hey,
So
oh yes, got more than a free ride.
Little Rock, Arkansas, a couple of years ago, I had a guy, one guy and like 3 girls. They wanted to ride the Ferris wheel, and they wanted to watch the concert, the Ferris wheel. So I was right into the stage. And they offered me $5,000 to set up for me to put them on top.
And you obviously took it.
No,
No, you didn't. That's a good man.
because
Everybody would be waiting in line.
yeah, I had a lot of people in line. And that would have cut me out for at least an hour and a half.
I mean, there's always down there, you know, back in the day where one time we had this one girl at the hotel, in a motel.
The horse show?
No. We were in somewhere up in Michigan back in the 80s. This one girl, yeah, she fucked the whole show. Every guy, well, I mean, in the motel room, one at a time. They were lined out the motel at the bathroom door, waiting. But I mean, I've never been a real wild kind of guy, you know. I kind of stayed away from all that. But when I was growing up, I used to watch a show called Carnival. I don't know if you ever remember it. He was a cop in like New York or something. He had a white parakeet bird, and he used to always say, "If you can't do the time, don't do the crime." And it just, when I growing up, it just stuck with me. And every time my buddy would get in trouble or something, I mean, don't get me wrong, I've had my little juvenile stuff, but it clicked on me, and I just stayed away from it. It wasn't worth it. Because I don't like being locked up. I don't know who does, you know what I mean? But I ain't really had no, me personally. Going through a windshield was about the wildest thing.
See, a lot of the guys out here, they're running from something.
Yeah.
You know, it could be from the law, it could be for like burglary or any kind of stupid stuff. And basically, when I was out here, when I first came out, I was basically running away from cows.
Now your kids are all over, right? Now your kids are 20
They
something.
finally caught up. They finally caught up.
What if they came to like a festival and like you kind of see your kid, like you see a little mini you? You know what I mean? If you hadn't.
Well, I do have a daughter. I haven't seen her for 30 some years.
Oh man. What if you ran into it? That's almost would be like storytelling.
Yeah.
She came to play the game, you know? You better let her play for free.
If I ever get up to it. good. A little bit of red left.
Right there, right there. A little bit right there.
Yep, oh well. Loser. Alright, what's some names you've been called?
Fujimoto is my popular name. Or screw up most of the stuff. I tear a lot of stuff up. So, but
Well, not just nicknames. What if people called you like Carney?
I've been called about everything in the book, really. But you know, Steve-O is really what everybody calls me around. You know.
I know when we go to certain towns, like the next town we're going to is Leeds, Louisiana. There's a big game fight, and Jeanneret, Louisiana. There's big games there, and sometimes we see fights among the customers, and then when we are not doing the show, some of the Carnies gets drunk, and they don't know how to handle the alcohol. And oh yeah, we take our own. You know, we don't call the police. You know.
Well, for instance, last night I told the guy if a kid gets a strike, you're talking about deals for kids. If the kid gets a strike, I'm gonna give him one of those little gorillas. Well, the kid, he hit the black square right there, but you got to get it inside. After that, he kind of threw a hissy fit, told me to shove a baseball bat up my butt, and
This is the
ran
adult
away.
or the child?
The adult. And the child was laughing and grinning. I'm like, you are a perfect example for your child.
Yeah.
You get a lot of crazy people like that.
And back in the day, that used to be what it was. You know, back when Carnivals first started. Yeah, you know, people. We were known as outlaws, drifters. Yeah, you know, warlocks. Some we call the warlock. Some we call the wizard.
Tell me all the names. I like this.
Warlock, wizard,
Carney.
Carnival folk. Well, not so much Carnival folk. You know, like grifter, squatters. You know, we come in, we set up our house trailers and stuff overnight. People don't even know we're there. You know, like, you ride by one day and the place is empty. You ride by the next day and everything's there. You know, it's. I've forgotten a lot of names. In the beginning, I've been called.
All right, so tell me some names you've been called in the last 25 years. Carney, you know, different crazy wild names.
Not any wild names, just some real balls.
What?
Scum, fucking. I can't even really think of names. Nasty, you know what I mean? Just people that hate their heart, you know what I mean? Just people that really don't care about anybody, you know, just because, you know, what we do, you know, they consider us the scum of their earth, you know what I mean? But it takes talent to do what we do. You know what I mean? You can't just, you can't just do this job. You know what I mean? We put up, people build buildings. Well, put it this way, we build buildings every week and tear them down and put them up again for 9 months, every week. You know, but we're the scum. They think of the 50s. You know, like my mom, when she first heard, when I was 23 years old, I was at Carnival. Oh, she freaked out. Oh, I'm coming to get you. Oh no, the Carnival. Oh. And I wasn't even there that day. This is an old show I used to work on. And I was gone, and my mom came and went to the Midway, and everybody was being real nice and polite. Oh yeah, I know him, And then I come back and my mom was gone, and they told me, oh yeah, your mom called, was here, she wanted you to go. And she was just so amazed from when she was a child to now, back then.
Yeah, back then when it was
from in the 80s, and what the carnival industry was. She did the same thing with horses when I was grooming thoroughbred racehorses. She went there and somebody showed them a tack room where all the horse stuff was, you know, and it was nasty and, you know, dirty and shit, and that's not where I live. But, you know how moms are.
Trash, white trash. I've been called stupid, you know, and a lot of times idiots, you know, that we don't have no sense, no, we ain't clean, which we are clean. The trailer that I live in is very well taken care of. Some people look at us like we idiots, trying to steal rides from people and move on. We're not like that. I mean, we run an honest show, clean show. We do have some people that, you know, is on drugs and that, but we try to weed them out. You know, it's just like anywhere else. That if
It's a community.
Yeah.
You gotta, you know, give and take.
Yep. And
Now, I've heard in the past that people that join carnivals are running from things.
A lot of
Some people are running from
they running
crimes,
from
they're
the law.
running from women, they're running from, you know, tell me some stories about
A
that.
lot of them running from having probation, warrants out on them, and a lot of them just running from the self to find who they are. You know, I know when I started, which was 8 years ago, and this be my 9th year, is I had to get out here and find who I was. You know, because, yeah, I had a 9-to-5 job, making $50,000 a year, but I wasn't happy. And I'm 46 years old now, and I'm enjoying this. I come every summer and do this. And I sit back at home during the winter, just, you know, count what I done. I mean, I have a brand new house, a travel trailer now, and I don't have to worry about somebody taking it from me. And just because I work on the road and I work for a carnival, that don't mean I'm a dirty person and I'm running from the cops. But there's a lot of them that will, and they will tell you. Anybody can win. 2 or 3 can win a big prize.
I need to do me a favor. I need you to say and then you are letting me film.
I think it's like a fight or something.
Yeah.
We have fights all the time. I mean, we
Like
both-
actual carny fights or fights like
fights between townies and carnies. I mean, we've had like 30 guys from town try to come out and take on, you know, 20 of us.
the pack of carnies?
Yeah, you know, we grab stuff off the rides, you know, pieces that you can take off, just grab one of them and run after them with it. 9 times out of 10, they don't hang around long because they see a bunch of us. You know, they got beer bottles and stuff like that. We got pieces of iron. They're like, we don't want to mess with them.
Well, there's been all sorts of kind of fight stories.
Tell me 2 different things.
Well, I'll tell you, the one we had was about 1980, I think it was 88, 89. I was working on the Himalaya. All the girls in the town come up and flirt with us, riding a ride, and all the boyfriends, you know, got all mad, fucking jealous, and wanted to fight us. And then our boss made us close the ride down half hour before the show, sit under the tent. Oh, it was a big battle. I mean, we had almost every guy in town wanted to be there.
Town versus the Carnies.
But like we told us, we have no control over it. You know, it's not our fault. You can't control your women. You know what I mean, bro? It's true. We don't know anything better.
Tell me a story about letting a kid win. You know, like maybe a certain story specifically sticks out. Maybe a recent story. They didn't knock over enough cups.
I just had a guy here. Well, he was a little kid. I don't know how you call it, but he was kind of thrown off, kind of mentally retarded. He come up, his parents wouldn't let him play the game. I just let him shoot and give him a prize. That way, you know, that's what it's about, man. You know,
Making people smile.
And that just happened tonight. And that little teddy bear was like $1 million to him, you know, and that's all. That's why I'm here. I mean, I ain't here trying to get rich, rip nobody off. My game is prize every time, shoot till you win, prize every time in a duck pond. So, you know,
Anything else? What's some other questions? What's your favorite state that you've been to?
Colorado.
Yeah, why?
It's beautiful.
Is that where you want to end up?
Yeah, I want to travel, man.
Never
Can't
end?
stay. You know, I like to hang out for a couple months, a month, but staying in one place, I ain't done it my whole life. But Colorado, man, up there in the mountains, man, you know, like I was traveling when I was a teenager. I was traveling the mountains, so you travel around all the different power plants that help build them. But we were up in Boulder, Colorado, and I was like 13, 14 years old. I opened up the door, walked out of our fifth wheel trailer, and looked up the fire trail, you know, and it took my breath away. You know, seeing all these wild animals like moseying around, like nothing. It's like heaven. You know? It's like the world don't exist at that moment. I just absorb I don't know what you call it, you know what I mean? I don't think I've ever felt that good since then.
And do you go by a nickname? Any nicknames?
No, I'm just, Big Daddy.
Big Daddy? All right.
All right, 2 seconds.